back, everybody, to another Black Lady Media Club reaction. We are watching House of the Dragon, episode 5. Oh, episode 5.
It's 5?
Yeah, I think it is 5. I'm pretty sure it's 5. Let me see.
Yeah, it's 5. It's 5.
Yeah. Called Regent. And we're about to watch and have a great time. Oh, it's Nini.
Indy.
Yeah. And so, any predictions, any comments? Because we didn't do the last 2 episodes because we were both gone, so we were not here to do the last 2 episodes. But we're back, so we're about to do this one. I wish we did the last one, but
Yeah, the last one would have been a good one to do together, but back-to-back outings.
Yeah.
So
any predictions? I feel like Aegon is still with us, unfortunately. I do think he's still with us. I mean, there's no hope for Rhaenys.
None.
She's gone to glory.
She's out of here.
Yeah. But Aegon, you think Aegon is still with us?
Initially I thought so, but after we talked about it and remembering that he got burned, but they don't necessarily burn.
Right.
So
yeah. So I was like, the reason why I think that Aegon is not dead, as somebody who did not read any of the books, the reason I think Aegon is still with us is because he didn't get burned. Dragons don't burn. That's what Daenerys said. She didn't burn. And even when they was fighting, the fire was hitting them. They didn't look like they was getting actually burnt. Mm-hmm. And I think Sunfire may have been his cushion when he fell. He also was not as high as Rhaenys, I don't think. Then again, he could have been.
No, I don't think he was.
I didn't think he was either. So, I don't think he's going to glory. But obviously Rhaenys is. But that's the reason why I don't think he's going. Because of the dragon blood. He wasn't,
Right. And we have to remember that it looked like Aemon was about to
stab him.
Finish the job.
Finish him.
Before Kristen came over.
Right.
And called his name, and he put it in his little sheath.
Exactly.
Like he was going to do that anyway, but
he's so...
Yeah, he was the op from the beginning. That's why them kids was his.
That's true. Then what's his kids?
Allegedly.
Also, Allison and Kristen.
I called it.
Y'all nasty. My thing was this. This is what I was going to say to you earlier.
Yeah.
How did Kristen fall from grace so hard, so quickly? It's like we were like all rooting for Kristen for like 2-3 episodes. It was like, oh yeah, Kristen Cole. And then as soon as he was rejected, he became the most insufferable person in Westeros.
And that's because Sir Kristen has such a high, what's the word? He has such a high image of himself. Mm-hmm. Like, he said self-proclaimed, we talked about this, he's a self-proclaimed nice guy. Like, if you do the wrong, he's going to present himself in the picture-perfect way. He has high moral ground, and he has a image to uphold. And he's like super, super righteous. So he feels like he's too good to be. He's too good. He's so good that he's the exception.
But it's just like.
And I'm not perfect because of you now.
Like,
now it's your fault.
I get that. He was mad, but it's like, how long? And I know we said this already, but like, you turned like you did a complete 180. And then you held on to it for 20 years.
Because he was never good.
He just pretended to be. And on that note.
He just pretended to be. If he was good, he would have stayed at home with his family.
That's true.
And been on that farm.
That's true. He just so... And now you got Allison pregnant. And I know he probably don't know that she was pregnant. I'm sure he didn't know. But thank God he didn't know, because then he would have had started a whole nother war against Allison and Rhaenyra and called them the whores of Westeros instead of the whore Dragonstone.
You going around telling everybody your business because you can't keep it together.
Right. Yikes.
Because of your guilt.
20-year-old guilt is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, let it go. She let it go a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like, she don't even talk about him. She don't even mention him.
She doesn't.
You the furthest thing from her, and you going around telling everybody, the Whore of Dragonstone. Like, you're a loser, babe.
He is a loser. It's the most loser thing I've ever seen. Every time they pan into his face, it's like, oh, brother, please, who cares?
No, literally.
We got dragons in the sky.
His fine self.
And they...
He fine outside the show. He's not fine in the show. I can't see it in the show. When we're watching,
he looks like a big baby in the show.
When we're watching, I don't think he's fine. I can identify that he's an attractive man, but not while I'm watching. But outside the show,
every time I see him, he looks like he's throwing his tantrum.
Yeah.
And I can't get with that.
Like, he looking for his passy every time we see him.
Yeah, literally.
No. This the Stepstones. This is a little bitty island.
Again, you know I don't know. I'll wait for somebody to say it first.
Your wife is gone to glory. Look at him alone. He shouldn't have cheated. He shouldn't have cheated. Shouldn't have lied. Shouldn't have cheated. Shouldn't have had your bastard son pull you out the sea.
Okay.
All right. Shouldn't have.
I like that one.
Thank you.
That should be.
Look at Corliss. You know I'll be worried about Corliss.
You do not.
I do.
You wouldn't have made that song if you cared.
He's so sad. No, he wouldn't have did it if he cared. All I'm doing is spitting facts.
Maylease!
Slain
at Brook's Rest!
You call the dragon a traitor? Look at him!
He back in King's Landing.
Now, how long do you think it took them to put that on there?
What is that?
That's the head. That's where he was burned at the neck.
First of all, I don't want to see that as a citizen.
I don't want to see that. It's still steaming.
Like,
that's insanity.
You know how hot that probably was?
Oh, that's
Traitor! Dragon! Maylease!
Traitor dragon is crazy. You do nothing. Like...
They didn't know him by name. Maylease, everybody.
And he's dead. Like, if Aegon is anything like his daddy, he's not dead. I promise. He's living. He's amongst the living.
It's a wonder that his dad was alive enough to even procreate them kids.
No, literally.
That was
God, she don't give a F.
I mean, would you?
No. In fact, I would not be in prison. I'd be on Dragonstone.
I would be insane spinning in circles. I've been at Heron Hall to see my child. For the rest of my life with my children.
That's insanity for real. Like, oh my god. I feel like Allison been having the same dress on.
Yeah.
She used to change dresses.
Did she?
Yeah, I thought so. Even if it was green.
I can't call it. She looked the same to me every time I see her.
Maybe not. Maybe when she was still a Targaryen, she was changing dresses, and then she became Allison, and she stopped. Asking.
My loyalty to you is proven, my queen.
Your loyalty, perhaps. But your willingness to give me deference in a time of war.
I could never doubt your capability or your quickness of mind. It is merely that the gentler sex heretofore has not been much privy to the strategies or their execution.
If Cole pursues his campaign, our allies must be ready.
We must answer Rook's Rest.
This is the first time she has said Criston Cole's name in 23 years. I know he turning over his grave.
Let's mark that. You know he was like, his eye was twitching. Well, his ears.
He started like alfalfa.
Somebody said my name?
Right.
Yeah, the first time.
Okay. Look at Damon sit up there looking like a knot on a log.
He really does look like a knot.
He look insane. I'm so sorry. He look crazy.
The hour is late. My dragon is hungry. You have no choice but to submit. Our terms are simple, Lord Bracken. Renounce the false King Aegon as a usurper. Bend the knee to me. Or your house burns.
Go home, David.
He's not
Bones
serious.
and cinders.
He said, my baby ate
I did not think they would be so eager to die.
They made their choice.
Kristen Cole made a mistake.
She said, who?
Don't you ever say his name
Parading a
again.
dragon's head through the streets like a prize of war.
Kristen who?
But the people see an ill omen.
Cole.
Yes, do I.
They are afraid.
Who the
Red is
is
scared.
that? Why do I keep hearing that name?
That's funny.
Oh, peasant, who the hell?
Whispers tear down stone and break shields.
Do
She
not
is crying.
underestimate your
I would be
subjects.
too. I'd be crying and
They are
screaming.
1,000 living in the shadow of the Red's Keep and forgotten for too long.
I ain't gonna lie. If I was living through this, I legit would be at home every day after every single meeting. I would go in. I'd be crying, screaming, you know what I mean? I would be going off because y'all not about to keep playing in my face. I'm already mad that I'm stuck on Dragonstone. I'll be screaming to the top. They will hear me, and I come over there like everything was cool when I get back.
You are very like her in some ways,
Oh, you know her? Right, black.
and with her gone, I must rely on you.
She's not black.
Who?
Rhaenys.
I know she's not black. I know that was a joke.
Rhaenys Jamaican. Because she with Corlys, she inherited her blackness.
You thought she had locks on when she fell?
She ain't had no doggone locks. She had a straight 613 bust down with a Coke bottle in the bag.
Can you, but tell us if you close your eyes and you saw her with locks.
I didn't.
I did.
I did not, because I never seen her with locks.
She never had locks. That was another joke.
So I never seen that. All I seen was Rhaenys. What they got in common is that they both got white hair. They both got Targaryen blood. They both ride dragons.
Mm-hmm.
They both like to at people but not do nothing.
Oh, you right about that?
Rhaenys especially. See, Baela got time to prove herself. Rhaenys don't have no time. It's over with. And you know, she did her little thing at that little battle. She did. I give her that.
She
made up
battle
for it.
before.
Right, she made up for her mistake at King's Landing.
Kinda.
Kind of, but she'll never get those 50,000 souls back that she killed. But she made up for it by more souls that she killed at the Battle of Rook's Rest.
Except for the right souls.
Yeah,
She didn't take the right souls.
she didn't, but
She took a good amount of souls.
she took a lot of their souls, just not the ones fighting.
Just not.
Just the innocent souls. She did take a lot of innocent souls,
Mm-hmm.
but then she came back and took some fighting souls.
Mhm.
So
But that's the casualties of war. So they
she don't play
count.
though. She don't play though. I'll give her that. She don't like no cheating man.
Yeah, that's why she went off. She went off herself.
She said, if it's gonna be anybody, it's gonna be me. And then she went and got on that
She
horse.
ain't so much as say bye to nobody.
She sure did.
She walked out with a smirk on her face, knowing she was gonna do.
She knew it was the end.
She was hoping the dragon came out there.
She sure did.
She was
She got exactly what she wanted.
Would you give this to your grandsire?
My friend said, "Who is?"
Corlys.
I know.
We know Corlys. Put respect on his name.
Damon.
Leave Harrenhal. Like,
Who is that?
Damon. You were always the strong one.
Mims?
who is it?
The tragedy that befell his father. Larys transferred his family's wealth to King's Landing.
How?
Is there any gold left
Because
in your
he's the
coffers?
Lord of Kings.
No, not Underwood authority,
Yeah.
but
How did he get?
Yeah.
Like,
and
How did he
in what
give it
way
to
did
him?
he transfer his wealth?
he took all his gold to King's Landing
When?
as soon as he killed his daddy and his brother. It was actually already on the way when they was in there burning.
You should address me as my king.
But you're the prince.
I know that's right,
What would you call the husband of the queen?
Prince.
Well, the king.
There it is then.
Consort.
I know that's right.
That last bit seems unnecessary, don't you think?
No. Yeah, walk out, Damon, because we don't need to have this fight. You
Yeah.
wanted to see if I was loyal to Rhaenyra, and now you want me to call you king. First it was, I was like, my lord. And you was like, your grace. Now I'm calling you your grace. Then it's my king. Oh no, then I start calling you king consort like I should, and then you like, just drop the consort. I'm about to send a raven. How about that?
He should have sent the raven as soon as he said,
"It's your grace."
It's your grace.
Yeah.
Because that right there was seeing how
Come
far he
collect
can go.
your man.
Yeah, he's like easing the conditioning in. Like, I'm not. As soon as he's questioning the way you address him, which is like a, it's like a, you know,
a problem.
No, like a. It's something that it's a process, not a process, but it's, what's the word I'm looking for?
There's a standard. There's a way that you do things, and there's a precedent, and you're supposed to do it a certain way. And he's challenging that.
It's protocol. It's protocol for you to address somebody in this position a certain way. It's not like he made that up to demean you. That's how you're addressed, and so you keep changing. You keep moving the goalposts because
you want to be king.
You want to be king.
Voice of Kristen, what say you?
Just know you ain't get no cookie if you say the wrong thing. She should have whispered that in his ear.
Aemond is the next in line.
That's because he's in Aemon's ear.
Yeah.
As well.
That's true.
It's agreed then.
It makes no sense for him to go against the grain of the whole council for her if he already has an alliance with him.
She's so over it.
And now she going actively against him. He like, okay, I got you. He has no.
What is our standing in the
He think that he hold on. He think that he been ready for this his whole life.
Yeah, he does.
And again, like Damon, that lack of restraint is the reason why nobody wants to name you heir. Like nobody serious wants to name you heir. And I hate to agree with Allison. Y'all know I do.
Yeah.
But she the only smart one in the room
right now.
Right now.
Just like on Otto's way out, he was the only smart one in the room. Now he constantly did things to his own benefit.
He was a butthole, but he was a strategic man.
He was a smart man. I can't take that away from him. He didn't make all smart decisions.
No, he did
but
not.
He was most definitely smarter than the
majority of them.
Yeah,
he ain't not Tywin Lannister, but he's a second.
He's in the same vein.
He is
a similar vein.
Yeah, yeah.
And he can't compare.
He can't compare at all. We point at Kristen.
Yeah, Sir Kristen.
Not at all. No, sir.
And she's the reason why they're all here
literally
at this point in time.
All of y'all.
Especially Sir Kristen.
Big nasty. You're sitting up there. You can't even put the hand of the king thing on your chest. You can't even put the hand of the king crest on your chest because you stupid and you got the big armor on and it can't go on your chest while you got your armor on and you got 2 jobs and you doing 0 of them effectively.
0.
3 jobs if you include that haircut and it was not done right.
Prince Daemon has little hope of fielding an army of any size.
Look at her.
For now.
She already thinking.
Send word to young Musket.
Oh no, she finna snap.
It's only a matter of time before he inherits his granddad's mantle.
I know that Allison is so happy she drank that tea right now. I know she's so happy. I mean, knowing Allison, I know it was never an option for her.
No,
for her, it was never an option to keep it.
No, because
but I know she feels so because she was so like clouded and like feeling bad about what she been doing and this and that. I know she's like, that's the best decision I've made in all my years.
And I bet her head is the most clear right now than it's been since this whole debacle got started.
She better than me because they would have had me up there with the rat catchers because I would have had some words. I would have had some words. I'm not gonna lie.
Imagine seeing your grace hanging in front of the whole town.
Not not your Grace. My Grace would have been swinging in the wind, okay? Because the worst I would have had for these men, they would have never heard nothing like that in their life and never would have heard it again. Okay?
Yeah, you would have been silenced.
For good.
You would have been
for
silenced.
good.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
She said, "Why did you not vote for me?"
Yeah. That's me. I'm about to come up to you and your face
I am
and cut
too.
you out.
I am too. And if you think you get some nigga, you're not.
Honestly, this is our last conversation.
I'm done with you. If I didn't have the ick when you left, if I didn't have the ick when you sent Sir Eric to go kill his brother, and then if I didn't have the ick when you called my ex-lover out her name, Rainier, and if I didn't have the ick when you went off with my brother and you was looking stank with that haircut. And if I didn't have the ick when I found out I was pregnant and I knew I didn't want to have no baby with you. I got the ick now. If nothing sealed the ick deal, it was you sitting there talking about my crazy, my out of his mind son should be the next in line for the throne when I have been in this position for years. Basically taking over the throne because my poor husband was a dead man walking.
He was a zombie. He basically was a White Walker.
He literally was a White Walker. He literally like the king of the White Walkers.
He did.
The Night King.
Yeah, the Night
King's
King.
Watch. So if you think that my voice is not commendable and you don't have nothing, you have no house, you have no farm, you have no kids, you have no wife, and you have no virtue, and you have no life, and you have no life, and you trying to sit here and try to tell me that of all the people in this room to tell me that I shouldn't be it shouldn't have been you. You should have been the last person to ever fix your mouth to ever say they should be aiming over me.
Right after I was in your face, I would have went down to Laris.
Handle it.
No.
Oh.
I would have whooped Laris.
Oh, huh? Huh? Why are we whooping Larry's?
It's the fact that he had duplicate hands made.
He's such
to create a chain. He's such a pretender.
Yeah.
He's such a. What's the other word for pretender? None of these are humbug. That's not what humbug means.
He's such a effing humbug.
That's not what humbug means.
Oh.
Humbug means nonsense.
He's such a effing humbugger. Humbugger.
I like the sound of that. I'm not gonna lie.
I do too. Humbug. Let's start using that. Humbug. Moving forward.
I like humbugger.
Moving forward, we will be referring to Kristen as Humburger. Humburger? Is that what it was?
Humbug.
Humbugger. It's gonna be hard to say. Hamburger. Hamburger Kristen.
Hamburglar. He stole a seat at the council.
And what did Hamburglar do? Stole burgers at the McDonald's. So all right. Okay.
I will not deny you have tried my patience of late, or that I would prefer a council more inclined to champion their queen, but you and your house served my father well. And I know you will never accept the Hightower claim.
Not while I live, Your Grace.
Oh, so we did? That mean he not for me, period. If he not with me while he dead, too. He's not with me. He's not. Nobody declares the other side while they dead. If you do that, then you know something that you're not supposed to know.
Wait, what?
And you probably the shadow man. And you're going to come back, friends on the other side, and use your friends on the other side and support Allison and her claims. Anywho.
We should have expected nothing more from a man who ordered the slaughter of a child in his mother's arms.
I'd be like, how about I order another slaughter? I can order one more. Why not?
There are those of our line who never ruled. those who married into other noble houses.
Exactly.
Their children born with other names. A generation ago or more, blood would be thin. And yet,
it's still there.
The dragon will only accept a dragon lord to ride it. Also say the histories.
Valyrian histories, written to gild us in glory.
There are records here, surely, of our line, and of those who fell out of it.
Let's read.
There could be scores of them.
It's a mad sword.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Talk to your kids.
It is a mad thought. Hey, people we haven't acknowledged for years and generations. Fight with me. Oh, by the way, I'm your auntie.
Period.
By the way, I'm your cousin twice removed.
Period. And get on this dragon and do it before I burn you. All right. That is episode 5, you all. This was a pretty slow episode. It was like a filler episode. I ain't gonna call it a filler, but it was a
filler. It definitely was like a moving part.
Pieces, yeah.
Episode.
I have nothing else to say. So
Me either.
We'll see y'all in the next one.
See you in the next one.